So you're selling your house and it's now under contract. And as you prepare to close, you need to know when you move out. There are different scenarios that a seller will have when deciding when to move out of the house. Let's say this is not your primary residence, it's a secondary home, and it's flexible to choose when to move out of the house. You can actually move before the house becomes active and available for sale. The closing day is the actual day the buyers are the new owners of the property, and that means they take possession of that property. Typically, what we see when it's a primary residence for a seller, and that means the actual seller lived in the property, what ends up happening is that the seller will vacate the property few days prior to closing just to prepare and move everything out of the house, make sure the house is clean and ready to be delivered to the new owners. If the property you're trying to sell is your primary residence, it may be more challenging to decide when to move out of the house. Typically what we see is that a seller will stay in the house until the last closing day. So that means that at closing, the buyers take possession of the house and they are the new owners of this property. There are many exceptions to this rule, and buyers and sellers can agree that the sellers will have post-occupancy. That means they will be able to stay in the house after closing. That is agreed upon in the first few days the contract is being negotiated. There's a lot of logistics for both buyers and sellers. These terms of the moving in and out has to be negotiated in the first few stages of the contract. If both buyers and sellers agree on a post-occupancy agreement, there will be a new arrangement that needs to be made so there are no misunderstanding. They know exactly how many days this post-occupancy agreement will be for, the daily rent that will need to be paid to the owners, the buyers, from the sellers. Selling a house is just based on a lot of decisions that you will need to make along the way, especially if knowing that the property will be active on the market, you'll have a lot of buyers, and potentially you can have an offer and have it under contract soon rather than later. So these things will help you plan and know exactly what you need to think about and prepare, so that way selling a house is not that stressful. You anticipate that these things will come and actually help you coordinate with your real estate agent on the exact day that you need to move out and be out of the house. And so that way you can have an easy closing, fun experience, and know what to do exactly. Thanks for watching, and for more tips on how to sell your house, keep on watching our next videos.